What's up, YouTube? Now that riding season is over, I kind of transitioned to my second hobby, which is the gun range. So today is gun range day, and hey, I brought out a couple of my toys to get some target practice in. Now, this is my personal opinion, but I think going to the gun range is a life skill to have. Listen, we live in a world of crime. Like, it's just, it is what it is, and it's always good to be ready, so you ain't got to get ready. So in all season, during these winter months, there will be a lot of gun range days, and this is going to be one of them. So stay tuned. So now that riding season is over, this is like my second hobby during the winter months. I always like to go to the gun range. Now this gun range is 100 yards. I don't like the indoor gun ranges because the most you'll get is about 25 yards at best, and you have people that kind of just floods it, and it's like you gotta wait and all this and that, and I ain't for all that. And plus, like I said, the indoor ranges, it's like to me it's amateur, because at the end of the day, I'm lethal at 25 yards. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So I like going to the 100-yard ranges, the outdoor ranges, because one, I get to use my AR. Two, I get to use my shotgun and stuff like that. So, and it just helps better with my target practice, because I like to shoot long range. So I like at least 50 yards to 100 yards. And because this is a 100-yard range, you know, this is my go-to. And I mean, at 10, 15, I mean, what are we really doing? I mean, if you that bad of a shot, then you shouldn't be having a gun at no point in life. So here's my thing. With gun safety and all this and that, you know, I always say this: stupid people kill people, not guns. You know, people always want to blame gun control this, gun control that. You know, nah. It's the people with guns that make poor decisions with guns. That's the reason why we have, you know, all this politics about guns. You know, so it's a mindset thing. So for me, like I said, I'm an advocate of guns. Listen, the right to bear arms, Second Amendment, I'm with it. So I understand, you know, the other side of the aisle that, you know, have they little say so about guns. But here's my thing: it's always good to be ready, so you ain't got to get ready. So for me, you know, I was raised, this is how I was raised. Like, my pop got a gun in every room. Like, you just never know where you're gonna be at, and somebody wanna, you know, break in your house or whatever the case may be. So I adopted the same shit. So for me, my house is a fucking fortress, I guess you want to call it. So every room I got something. So you just never know. The element of surprise is a bitch. So that's kind of how I play it. So let's just talk about today. So I had my AR, I had my 40 out, I had my shotgun out, and I had my 380 out. You know, so those, I just had 4. I mean, like, you know, I'm not sitting up there carrying a whole bunch of guns to the gun range. So I just like to choose a different caliber, and, you know, just to, you know, brushing up on my skills, I guess you could say. I love shooting my AR because that's my long range gun. So again, 100 yards. Oh yeah. I was a little rusty, but, you know, I got to it, you know, eventually. And then I use my shotgun for like short range, you know, like 15 yards, 10 yards, stuff like that. I use my 40 for the same thing, for about 15 yards to 25. Sometimes I can go out to 50 and be lethal with it, Jake. Like training day. I'm surgical with this shit, Jake. So yeah. But again, this is just a life skill, and I think everyone should learn how to shoot a gun and gun safety and all that. And most of the guys that's in my crew are basically owners of guns, licensed to carry guns. And in the motorcycle world, you see a lot of people who do pack, rather illegal or illegal. I see a lot of them with a gun on their hip. So, you can never be, too cautious. So that's just my 2 cents on it. But the outdoor range for me, for people that lives in the DMV area, should be familiar with Myrtle Grove. If you're not, look it up. It's only $5. So you can't beat it. Outside, you just bring your own shit. And that's what me and my team do. And we have a good time. This is like let's call it like it's a man thing. It'd be women there too, don't get me wrong, but it's predominantly men that go here. And I had a couple of my guys with me, and this is just something we dedicate during the winter months, just to, when riding season is out and it's too cold, this is what we do. So I hope y'all like it. I mean, this is my 40, and again, I just like to have fun working on different skill sets, short range, long range, precision shooting, stuff like that. So here you go. And since we're on the topic of guns, drop in the comments, like, what kind of guns do you prefer? What kind of guns do you like? What kind of guns that you like have? Like, how we talk about motorcycles all day, we can talk about guns all day. I mean, again, I got guys that have, like I said, a whole arsenal, like they ready for war type of person, where they think the zombie apocalypse is the zombie apocalypse is coming, like crazy. I'm a fan of Glock. I'm a fan of HK. I'm a fan of all guns. Don't get me wrong, because again, at the end of the day, it only take one. It only take one that can put you 6 feet under. At the end of the day, to be honest with you, and I know everybody got their own preferences and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Glock. I mean, I know it's basic. I know it's pretty basic, reliable, functional at the end of the day. And for the most part, it's what us government issue workers have. Cops, agents, it's the go-to. I mean, it is what it is. But I know people that really want to get exotic with it, and you got the guys that like the Desert Eagles and stuff like that, which is really not practical in the real world, but I can understand why people, choose to have it. It's the same like with people with motorcycles. They want to get, the H2s, the Ducati, the Galley, stuff like that. So if I was comparing guns to motorcycles, I would say like a Glock is like your Honda, I guess you could say. Reliable, durable, it works. Stuff like that. I would say maybe a SIG is more like let's call it what would I call a SIG? That's a tough one. Alright, let's just call it SIG a Kawasaki. I don't know. God damn it. It's like a Kawasaki. Maybe your ZX-10R. Something like that. I would say the Ruger is like Ruger would be like your CF Moto. They're a little cheesy to me, but they still work. HK is like I would say is a top. So I could say the HK is almost like a Ducati or Aprilia, I guess. Just depends. And this is just my opinion. I mean, I'm kind of just winging it here because there's really no right or wrong answer to this. I would say maybe Springfield would be like your Suzuki, or like I would say either Springfield or no, it's not Springfield. Yeah, I think that would be like I said, like a Suzuki. And yeah, so on and so forth. So I'm kind of just freestyling this because again, there's no right or wrong answer, but everybody got their preference. If you really talking like specific guns, top tier type guns, stuff like that, where it's like the Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche of the group, that is subjective at the end of the day because people would think a Desert Eagle is like the Bugatti of guns. I mean, who cares? I remember I was having a conversation with one of my buddies who actually carries a Desert Eagle as a carry weapon. I'm like, bro, I can let off my 380 in you before you even load that damn gun. Like, it's all about how fast and how good you are with guns. So you can carry a Desert Eagle for show. I can pull out a 9 and unload on your ass before you even cock back and think about shooting that damn Desert Eagle at me. But again, some people think just the size of the gun is just gonna scare people. I'm like, nah, nigga. I mean, listen, when action happen, listen, my instincts kick in and my training kicks in. And like I said, I could be just as lethal with a 380, a 9, a 40, a 45 before you can even pull out a Desert Eagle. So that's just what it is. That's just my opinion.
Just thought I'd show y'all how I fucked it up at the gun range. I use these as targets. I don't use the paper targets. I mean, well, I do use the paper targets, but I use these water bottles because, again, I like long range shooting. So this is at least 50 yards and more. So from 50 yards and more, yeah. With the rifles, with my 40, I'm lethal with this Jake. Can y'all reference that movie? It's that Training Day right there. I'm lethal with this shit, Jake. Just letting y'all know. But yeah, so yeah. And then look, even the bottom is all fucked up. So this is my target practice.